There are two types of iOS developer in the world, those who use auto layout and people who like wasting time. You've just learned how we can add more advanced constraints inside Interface Builder, so we have full set of top and bottom and leading and trailing constraints, so our UI looks great in all devices and all orientations. We looked at visual formatting language, so you can write your code almost as ASCII art, showing exactly where your view should go. And finally, we looked at auto layout anchors, possibly the simplest and most powerful way to lay out your views on the screen. As you've seen, auto layout has quite a steep learning curve, but it's an extremely expressive way of creating great layouts that adapt themselves automatically to whatever device they find themselves running on, now and in the future. Many folks prefer creating constraints inside Interface Builder, and with good reason, because you can just drag lines about until you're happy. You get an instant preview of how it all looks, and it will warn you if there's a problem and help you fix it. But as you've seen, creating constraints in code is remarkably easy thanks to the visual formatting language, and particularly anchors, so you might find yourself mixing and matching them all to get the best results. Now remember, anyone can sit through a tutorial, but it takes actual work to remember what was taught. It's my job to make sure you take as much from these tutorials as possible, so I prepared another short review to help you check your learning. You can find a link to this on the main Hacking with Swift review page. Once again, it's time for your challenge. One of the best ways to learn is to write your own code as often as possible. So here are 3 ways you can put your newfound knowledge to use straight away to make sure you fully understand what's going on. First, try replacing the width anchor of our labels with leadingAnchor and trailingAnchor constraints, which more explicitly pin the label to the edges of its parent. The result should look the same. Second, once you've completed the first challenge, try using the safeAreaLayoutGuide for those leading and trailing constraints. You can see if this is working by going to landscape mode, because your labels won't go under the safe area. And third, try making the height of your labels equal to 1/5 of the main view minus 10 to account for the spacing. This can be a hard one, so I've included hints on the site.